I guess it won't be in recording since it's part 2, right?
Tet said he set it on record and walked away.
No, I'm saying it doesn't have to be. We don't have to like recap since last episode was like an hour and a half, you know? I'm just doing it more for us to get up to speed.
Yeah. Oh gosh. The baby.
I don't mind doing a bit of a recap if you guys don't remember much.
I wrote it in my notes. I wrote it in my notes actually. I literally it's just like shorthand.
You want to share with the class?
Sure. So, where we last left off, we went into that secret room inside the Temple of America. Inside there, the secret room, there was a lot of gold laying on the floor. Beyond that room, another room, and that one, there was a pool. The pool appeared to be of no significance. Kothar rinsed himself and moved back to the previous room, which was the larger room. A large snake statue, and a magical staff. I believe it was Kothar who pocketed a few of the gems. Leo pocketed some of the coins, and this seemed to have rubbed Nagel the wrong way. The priestess and some guards came along and saw the party inside the secret room, and that's where we left off, being confronted by Marisha. That sound about right?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think we ended with both Reggie and Marisha saying, "Explain yourself."
Yeah, I think that's the last word. Words.
I think the last word was, "Shit, Demi, I gotta go. Sorry, dude."
Alright, so well, maybe we start off. We'll rewind like a minute, you know, get that meet up again, get that conversation anew, right? Just because I don't remember last exact words or where we were, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll give Tet the marker. Right, so you had heard sounds of a door opening from the other room as you made your way out, and then the scene plays out in front of you. You can see Priestess Marisha clutching her stomach as she sort of hobbles, and she's being carried by one of the other temple members. And she turns her head, and she looks at you as the two of you walk out that door.
Alright, Reggie walks. Reggie's in the doorway, steel drawn, a slight flame on his blade, and says to her, "Explain yourself." As he clearly just came from the room.
She rights herself. She lets her attendant lay his hands off of her. She stands up proudly. She says, "What do you mean, explain myself? What are you doing here?"
Getting to the bottom of this.
The bottom of what? And she motions towards the room, and there are... fuck, I didn't bring the map up. Amateur hour, am I right?
It's all good.
She motions towards the room and the damages that you have done. You had bashed down the door. You have destroyed several of the statues.
Why is a priestess of America housing an idol to some oddly familiar deity?
She takes a couple steps forward. Other people walk into the room behind her. She says, "Now that is no concern of yours." And she says, "What are you doing to our sacred temple?" And she's pointing really at the door. She seems to be angry about that.
It is a great deal of... Oh, sorry, what were her words again? Like it said no concern to you?
Yeah.
It is of great concern to me. It just so happens that a lot of the strange going-ons revolve around snake-like deities, serpentine figures, reptiles. And here, the only place untouched by all of these disasters about the town, I find an idol of worship to a snake god.
And exactly how did you find that idol? By breaking into our I don't even know what to say. We treated you with hospitality. She points at Kothar, we treated you as a brother, and this is how you repay us?
You're dancing around the issue. What in the hells is this doing here?
And then she motions towards Bannon. He says, there's a still within line of sight between the door, unless you two are like blocking entirely. Leo is a big man.
He's a big man.
You think you're obstructing vision, or is that your intention, or are you just standing there?
Not intention, just putting myself on a square.
Right, she motions toward, well, she points really, and sticks her finger out very menacingly, I suppose, towards Bannon. She says, you're a man of the law, and the other people are starting to murmur around about her. One of them seems very ill as well. They don't seem to be in the best of health. She says, to you.
What have you lodged? Sorry, go ahead.
I demand that you leave this place at once.
Reggie looks around him. We've just made a breakthrough in the case. And you're at the very center of it. Or your temple, at least.
So anyone else doing anything while this conversation's going down, or?
I think Nigel, when last left off, was still in the room, so he's just not even paying attention where what's kind of going on out there yet.
Nothing from Leo, I guess. All right.
This big guy's catching his breath.
Yeah. Let us know when you get
Okay.
that worked out, dude.
No, I think it's better. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I haven't had any problems with you. I don't know if you've been talking though.
No, I put it on mute because I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on.
Yeah, you're good, man. You doing anything in this situation or no?
I honestly, I didn't even hear what the conversation was because it was all choppy. So
right.
I'm just gonna stand stoically.
Cool. What do you mean we're unaffected by the situation? Look at this place. It's in disarray. And you are not making matters any better.
You're right. Now, to the original question. What is the meaning of this?
As I've said before, and my patience is wearing thin with you, elf. It is none of your concern.
It is a great deal of concern. The town is falling apart. Undead have been almost wandering the streets, unopposed. There is almost nothing left to defend it. And aside from this outbreak of sickness, the temple is unaffected. There's been no fires here, no undead attacks, no monstrous nightmares.
We are housing the ill and the injured and the dead. We are doing what we can, and you are not helping us. And
then help me help you. Takes a step forward, stepping on the rusted mail of the fallen statue. Explain the idol.
There's a moment. She says, I have already told you to leave, and you choose not to listen. I cannot be held responsible for what follows.
You can and will.
She motions towards your compatriots who are standing behind you. Do you stand with this elf?
Nigel walks out and he's babbling something about the statue not being alive. Stand with what?
He has shown nothing but to be an honorable man, or elf rather, who wants to the situation of the city and cleanse it.
And you chopped that a bit towards the end there.
I think we got the gist of it, though.
Yeah.
What's going on? Why would I be asked if I'm standing with the elf?
I feel like they're about to attack us.
We are merely defending ourselves. You destroyed our property, and you... She clutches her stomach again. She comes to a knee. The man to the left of her catches her, tries to bring her up. Stand back. Don't come any closer.
You're not looking so well.
We have healers. I'm sure we can remedy the situation.
Evidently. Now, you're about to attack me? Was that it?
I'm defending myself, and I told you to stand back.
I see nothing that warrants the defense. Everything that's done here is replaceable. You got healers, I'm sure there's builders. So far, we fought demons and fires and everything else, and it all seems to come from here. Is that what I'm hearing?
Come from here. You have no evidence of that, and you break into our treasury and you steal our gold. I'm sure you were nothing but thieves and crooks, and Bannon, apparently you were not the honorable man I thought you were.
Speaking of Bannon, Captain of the Guard Bannon, do you have any idea what an idol is doing in this church? Because I don't. Nagel, Leo, you?
No. I don't like being called a thief. And an idol's a snake. Everywhere I've seen snakes. It's never good.
Aye.
And
Is Dude talking?
Nope, I just agreed. I said aye.
And Bannon's gonna step forward. He says, "Look around you. We know you're responsible. Might as well come clean." Yeah. From this situation, you can see her right herself as once more she reaches into her robes and she begins to pull something out.
Alrighty. Yeah, Reggie's gonna prepare an action. Unless this is just initiative.
Yeah, it just seems like everyone knows. It seems it's gonna come to blows. Let's roll up.
Makes sense. I'm picking up what you're putting down, homie. Ooh, Leo.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, baby.
I've been cursed.
I've been redeemed. I never roll that good. Keep in mind, I have a character that has, what is it, 6? 4 decks.
mine was 13 initiative. I just rolled to put myself on the tracker.
Hmm? And I assume the meteorite over their heads means they're poisoned.
Yeah, they're currently afflicted for whatever it is that's going down. Kothar sickness.
Kothar sickness.
Reggie, you're up. You see her start to pull something from her cloak.
Okay. He is going to take a step forward. And he is going to stab at her. With a green flame blade. 13 to hit.
Nope.
Alright. Chinks off whatever she's wearing.
With your green flame blade,
The flame does nothing yet.
it catches
And
on
he
some
ends his
of her
turn.
cloth and sort of feathers out, I guess, you know?
Yeah. Cloth,
Uh,
yeah.
Next up, this woman from behind, she screams, "Protect the priestess!" and she charges forward. Well, more like a half-ass charge. Really wobbly, really odd. She goes up to you and she attempts to just take a nice little swing. Does, I'm just guessing 6, doesn't it?
No, sir.
Unfortunate. After that, they wear up.
Alright. So she tried attacking him, right? Correct?
Yeah, Reginald charged up, pulled a blade, and slashed at the priestess, and the other one tried to defend her. That's what you've seen.
That statue, the more it's gone, it's the one that went and attacked us, correct?
Nah, the ones that are green, full of death marks over them.
Alright. Side going.
You can move into close distance if you want to.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the guy right in front of me.
Yep.
I'm gonna use a bonus action, go ahead and go in my rage.
Nice.
Yeah, 12 hits.
Oh, just sure. I was like, God damn, that's kind of low. And this one overhand swing tries to cleave him in half.
Get 2 attacks.
No, I think he just clicked it twice.
Okay.
No, wait, oh,
Just hit the great sword rage.
gotcha. Yeah, to do it twice. There we go. 14.
Oh yeah, this man, he didn't really understand the situation. He wasn't reading it well enough. He was more worried about the safe being of Marisha. And he looks up at you as you come down, screaming, raging, frothing at the mouth. You cleave him in half. Were you aiming at like his neck or something? Or?
Nope, just straight down the middle.
Straight down now. It's nice and symmetrical. You know, he's probably a very handsome man, no longer.
Oh, it's 2 of him.
Got a twin now.
Marisha gasps as she observes your cruelty and assault on her fellow Temple of America practitioner member. You vile beings! You must not. And then she starts chanting something beneath her breath. Under her breath, I guess that's the proper phrase.
Yeah.
And then... let me just...
Alright, guys, it was fun, but power word kill for the win, guys. Definitely feel about that.
suddenly ethereal creatures or some sort of figures, really hard to make out, coming forth from whatever she's holding beneath her drapes or her clothing or cloth. And they start flying, flitting about. Oh yeah, Kothar, roll his initiative too.
Oh yeah, sorry. I don't have control of that token.
There, I added a turn. You have his.
Thank you.
Yeah. What would you roll?
An 11.
Well, I guess not. I guess she's preparing this very drastic measure. Kothar
Right.
is up.
Okay. Well, like I said, I can't actually move him.
Yeah, you can. Do it now.
Thank you. Alrighty. This one is going to move up there, but it's going to be very conflicted about what he's doing. So instead of actually attacking anyone, he's going to protect himself and let them choose which side they're on. Cast Sanctuary.
Cool. So Kothar runs up, does all that. As I was saying, she mutters some words as a glow and suddenly ethereal beings start popping forth in front of you. They start flitting about. They have a very odd composition. They sort of look angelic, but something has corrupted them, perhaps. They have their faces of horror and shock and maybe death if you get a good look at it. But overall, the bodies seem to be angelic. And it's 15 feet, so what is that up to?
Can I make a perception roll to see if I notice the faces? Or for Leo?
Yeah, go for it, man. Yeah, you get a good look at them. What specifically are you looking at?
Just to see what it was that she's summoning. So you're saying, though, that they look almost demonic in the faces?
So they're ethereal, right? They're sort of see-through, but you can definitely feel their presence. They appear to be like, or at least at one point they were human. They have like angelic-looking wings and feathers and whatnot. They seem to be dressed very, I guess, religiously, you know? But then you get up to their faces and the features become darker and heavier, and it's sort of like their eyes are like a void and whatnot. Very demonic, possibly.
Alright, so
Taking them, and the longer they flit about, it seems to be spreading slowly down their body.
Alright, so Leo sees this and he just kind of yells out to the group, "She may be summoning demons!"
Let them come.
Alright, so start of your turn, Leo, make a wisdom save.
Man, I ain't got wisdom. Yeah, I do.
Nice.
So, what's that? Take... 4 damage.
Dude.
Getting nervous.
I'm getting nervous. Alright, so it's my turn. Is there, if I pull out my longbow, is there a clear shot to her?
She probably has cover in a situation. She's surrounded by people.
I mean, wouldn't it just be difficult terrain if you want to move through us or something?
If he wants to move, yeah, but if he wants to shoot, she's got cover.
What's, so, What's this guy doing back here?
What's up?
That guy back there?
Yeah. I thought there were two. You're right. He has just been watching patiently. To be honest, I forgot who there.
Would it be a difficult shot to make at him?
There's not like a lot of headroom here, right? So you guys are taking up a lot of space. If you wanted like arch the shot, maybe.
I mean, he's gonna probably kind of ricochet shot off here and then over here. No, man.
I tell you what, if you want to do that, go for it, man.
No. All right. This sucks. So, in order to move. Up into this area here. What would it take?
It's just movement.
Yeah, you can move through an allied square's space for nothing.
Okay.
Or, sorry, not for nothing, for regular space.
So I can move here and take a swing at this chick here.
Yep.
Alright, let's do that. Do that.
Nice.
So Leo sees Nagel guy in half down the middle. He feels it, so he runs up past him and takes a big overhand.
You're breaking her pretty badly.
I'll just let it go then.
Real quick, since I forgot about the other guy, he's spending his turn running away. He's running back. He seems to be screaming and yelling. Bannon begins to approach and he sees the figures and he halts. He has suffered previous damages. He doesn't want to get involved in this and starts switching over to his bow that you provided him. You know, he's feeling cocky. He's gonna take a shot.
Nice. I think he has advantage. If she is poisoned.
Oh, no one's saying anything about being poisoned, just
Okay.
afflicted. Might have to close some new programs and maybe fighting CPU. Anyways, what is that? That's okay. So he fires off a nice little shot from the bow you gave him. An arrow goes, hits her right in the arm. She reels back a little bit.
The spirits are still up.
Yep.
Damn.
And it goes back up to Reggie.
That's a pass.
Yeah. So, the ethereal creatures start to swarm you and go in and out of your body and pass through you. And you take, what was that? 9 damage.
Alright, Reggie looks very annoyed as his protection cloak once again is just popped. He wanted to do this, with, sword and flame, but she's not making it easy. He's gonna launch magic missiles at her. Plus his offhand, he makes a finger gun motion and fires 3 times at her. She takes 10 and has to make 3 concentration checks.
Save on that? Oh no, it just has to be
It's DC 10 for each.
Yeah. So why am
And this one is 3.
Ooh, okay. No, that was pretty good. They still flitter about. They seem to be angry now. Or she seems to be angry now, let's be honest here.
Bring her down fast.
The other woman, she turns to Kofa, she says, "Brother, why do you side with him?" And she pushes past him. He's not an enemy right now, yeah? He's just sort of standing bound.
Yeah, he's kind
waiting
of
to see you attack him.
he's kind of Swiss right now.
She goes over to you, Reggie. She's gonna try to get up and gritty with you. We're going for a grapple here.
Okay.
So 6.
No.
Yeah, she sort of reaches out towards you, but her arms fall short. Nagel?
Alright, well, considering this chick's now flanked, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to make twins out of her too. He puts his arms out.
Thank God.
17 does hit. You take a nice little swing out, and it rips right through her front and her breast. It runs down her chest a bit. Her clothes are ragged, she's bleeding, and she's feeling ill, and she steps back a couple. Her eyes meet yours for a second. Also, I'm sorry, you started your turn. Also make a wisdom save.
Oh, yep, no problem. I'm gonna also tell her. And wisdom. I'll probably fail this.
Hold on, what was that? Okay.
Oh, hey!
Nice. We're immune to corruption.
Yeah, take 4, but as you slash her and she reels back, the beams sort of fade out. They sort of off into the distance and disappear.
And Leo will shout out, "Her power is waning!"
Tothar, your company has just slaughtered 2 of your fellow brothers and sisters and attacked the leading charge here.
Indeed they have. Oh God, I don't know what he would do now, because he hasn't been directly attacked yet.
Nope, and he did end. Well, yeah, he definitely walked into the ethereal beings. Nothing seemed to have happened to him.
Okay, so she considered him an ally. I am going to try and grapple Reginald. Oh shit. Reginald's grappled. Kothar! Kothar, let go of me! This one will hurt no one else. He'll end his turn. I was really weird critting myself.
Sorry about that. What was up? I didn't hear what you said.
Kothar grappled Reggie, saying, "This one will hurt no one else." The rest of them was saying, "What, Kothar? No, let me go! Dad wants that console this." Your name was Terry grappled.
Good, Brother Kothar. I need you to... And she tries to take a step back. She's just trying to get some breathing room, really. She raises her hands, and then a light emanates from it. She touches herself, and the light fades from her, and her wounds seem to close up a bit. Let's see, how much is that? Okay, yeah. Her bleeding stops. Some color returns to her. Yeah. And she also pulls out from her side and strapped to her leg and mates it against some cloak. That's it for her for now.
This just took an unusual turn.
We all jumped on that. What's the captain of the guard doing?
Bandon's feeling nice and good now. The mean goose are gone. He's gonna charge forward. Push through all of you. Switch over to Dagger. You guys gave him a dagger, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna slap at her.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
My longbow anyway.
And I think Reggie gave him his dagger.
Or a knife or something of that. A very small blade.
A kukri.
Stiletto. Just handed him a shoe.
Yeah, so he pushes forward and he sort of like lunges with the dagger and gets a nice little cut along her face. Leo?
Okay, so sees her healing herself, and he begins to wind up his great axe. Is 15 hit?
15 does hit, yeah.
Takes a swing at her, coming down across her shoulder.
She's really feeling the pain. She's sort of screaming out now. Blood gurgling, really. Panicking in her eyes, very evident.
Okay. You said she had a mace, a glowing mace?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's, yeah, very small. Yeah, one-handed.
And, Leo will, I guess, end his turn.
Okay. So this man's gonna keep retreating back. He's screaming. Reggie, you currently grappling?
Yep. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Reggie is going to, I imagine Kothar's got, just a hand, on his, his collar or something. He's trying to, pull him close. So again, with his offhand, Reggie's just gonna point at her and hit her again. For another 10 force damage.
Yeah, are you looking to kill her? I'm assuming.
Non-lethal.
non-fleeting rolls all three?
Yeah. Kneecap.
Sure.
I've heard gods are iffy about kneecaps. We don't like blood.
Yeah. In the meantime, Nagla and I are taking overhand slashes at her.
Sure, the three of your missiles connect with her kneecaps. It drops to the floor, head bangs, blood is coming out of her now. She's definitely taken down.
Stay down.
Leo,
As for you, stand down.
Leo will turn to Bannon. Tell him we should get her mace.
I'll see to that. But before he can, the woman beside her screams out in horror, "How could you?" And she's gonna attempt to, she doesn't have anything. What a weirdo. Yeah, she's gonna just...
She's gonna claw at your face.
Gonna hit him with a sensor or something.
Yeah. She's gonna start taking some swings at you with advantage since Kofar's got you grappled. 15 to hit.
No.
Great. She's very angry at you, though. You can tell this. Tears are streaming down her face. She's screaming about how you're a murderer. Nagel.
Now, sometimes raging is nice because you can make unquestionable decisions. But being lawful, he's gonna hit her with the side of his blade for non-lethal damage, trying to subdue her.
He's still gonna crit her.
Well, wasn't it you who cleaved the other dude in half?
Yeah.
Are you sure about this? Is there some sort of...
I'm in a rage. That's my excuse for everything.
You know, being gentle?
Being gentle and gently slap her.
Yeah, I tried that once.
He gives her such a pimp hand, he looks in his pocket, there's 10 gold.
Yeah, you gently swing the side of your great axe right across her face. Her head turns, she slams right into a wall. It breaks her nose as she goes down, unconscious. Apparently.
And then he's gonna look over at Bannon because he's in a rage and he's kind of just there, giving him a death glare like he might be next, but nobody knows that for sure until next.
Those are...
All your friends are down, Kothar. Or sorry, all the priestess.
They're not. This one's not dead.
I don't understand. What have you done? They welcomed me in. And after what I did, I thought...
They're sick, Kothar.
Yes, it was because of me they were sick.
The sickness they have stabbed in the water.
It's gonna roll a quick perception. He didn't notice. I don't think he noticed the corrupted figures.
I would offer the roll intimidation that calm Colfer down, but I don't think it's gonna go well. As big as I am, I'm not very scary.
I don't think Kothar's gonna attack anyone, but I don't know if he's too close with the party right now.
We will sort this out, Kothar. Release your friend.
He'll let go of Reggie. He'll back up just a bit. Just really unsure of what's going on.
Right, so right now, you guys are all clustered about. Bannon quickly removes the mace from her unconscious possession. There's a man cleaved in half symmetrically down the middle. And two unconscious figures in this room of rubble and disarray, really.
You are chief of this village, are you not? Looking at Bannon.
He's the captain of their guard. He's not their chief.
I am the law.
The law's weak here. Maybe you are the strength in it.
I agree. And then he takes a mace, and you can see him winding up, and he's about to make an attack, and he's aiming it towards Marisha's head.
I'll stop him. That is not law.
She is responsible for all this. You agree, otherwise you wouldn't have fought her. Let me end this now.
She's defenseless.
I believe that the reason she is unconscious in front of us is so that Reginald here may question her.
And what about that one? Huh?
All of them are worth something. They all know what's going on here. We must figure it out.
I don't know if they all do. The ones that stayed behind seem most adamant of their defense. Perhaps we should check where they came from. Or just explore everything we haven't seen yet. Perhaps the answers are in the building somewhere.
Well, we she'll imprison them so they can't be utilized against us.
Bannon,
What is
can I
it?
trust you not to kill her? Yet.
This is a waste of our time. We have better things to be doing. We know she's responsible. I say we end it.
We have a strong feeling she's behind everything.
You call the easy actions of a strong feeling?
Yes. Else I would have killed her outright.
That was your only mistake. That you didn't.
Please, Bannon.
They're defenseless now. Killing them would be unhonorable. Chain them up.
I prefer to drag them with us. That way they cannot be restored by any companions. Reggie checks her for keys and possessions.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
21.
Yeah, with 21 you're easily able to see a bunch of keys that are strapped to her leg besides where she pulled her mace from. She also has an amulet she's wearing across her neck that suffered some minor damages. Clothing, pretty much, yeah.
He'll take
She's
her
not carrying any
amulet.
money. You would take her. I'm like, great.
He puts it in a pocket, not around his neck.
Clothing is torn, really. She's got many wounds. Fine. I won't kill her. You have my word.
Thank you, Ben. As I said, yet. I do not wish for one of her companions to come by and, like I said, to bring her back up. Kothar, I wish to look around this place to show you what we already know or feel. There is evil here. In fact, the evil there is just beyond the door. We saw it. But I need more proof, and I believe it is either downstairs or somewhere else here. Have you been allowed downstairs, Kothar?
He can relate to you that he worked the fields. This one worked the fields. this one also read the books with the Elise one. This one does not remember, no.
Then we should check downstairs. Let's see if they have any skeletons in the closets.
There's my rope to tie them up. We could carry them.
You're carrying them with you, both of them? Is that the plan, or are you just leaving them with... I thought you were giving them the band and a stand guard over them.
Yeah, that was the idea.
Alright, well, I can use the rope to bind them anyways.
Okay, what am I doing? Yeah, you can easily tie up the unconscious bodies.
I'm sure you already know this, but I suggest barricading yourself in that room.
Nagel, though, one sec.
Oh man, 1 sec's never a good thing.
No, it's a great thing,
Curse
dude.
now. Oh god, guys, Reggie's going into this, whatever encounters next dry. He's got no spells.
Yeah, I'm half dead.
We're in desperate need of like a short rest or something.
That was a lot of hassle. But yeah.
Yeah, Nagel will look at Bannon. I don't trust you. If I come back and they're dead, I will take your life and the town.
You're threatening my town now, is that it? And he stands up. He's holding
Gentlemen,
his dagger.
to your corners.
Threatening
Leo?
you. This town needs good leadership and honorable leadership. If you will not be honorable, then you need new leadership.
You question my character, you come and you... Yeah.
Stop. This one does not want any fighting, please.
I could turn you into two.
Let us leave, Nagel. Leo. Kothar, I need you with me, please.
I do not trust him not to harm them.
We will have our answer when we return. I'm trusting you, Bannon.
Yeah, I already gave you my word. He's sort of
Wow.
looking at Nagel. Still ready to go at any moment's notice.
Nagel's a smiling at him.
Reggie walks forward.
Yep, you enter the room, there's no one about. It's very quiet. Bannon begins to move the bodies into a corner.
Don't forget what I said, Bannon.
I'm not deaf. Now go.
Why did all this have to happen to this one? All he wanted to do was eat and sleep and bathe. Bathing was nice. I don't know, Kothar. I've not the slightest idea.
I don't like leaving them with him.
Well, we have to leave them with someone.
Yeah, you following suit, or... Leo?
Dude.
I did mention something about his baby waking up, so I don't know.
Okay.
To run off.
I think he's gonna follow you.
Yeah.
I think this door is unlocked.
Yeah, you try to handle, and there's no resistance. It opens to touch.
Okay. Reggie, with a green flame on his blade, opens the door and he walks through, inspecting the area.
You inspect the area. It seems to be... the tiles have changed. There's a carpet. There's some drinks and whatnot. like little potion vials splayed about in a little drawer over here. Kothar sort of relates to it. Yes, this is the food, the food room. I don't know what you'd call it.
This is where this one went to eat. When I sat down, everybody moved away. I don't know why. I just bathed. Reggie looks through here.
Yeah, you open a door. There seem to be mats just for sleeping. Although in this room there seems to be a lot of vomit, and there are buckets full of just very disgusting things about. It seems, on a quick glance, that there were many people here before who are not any longer.
Smells like sickness.
Indeed. Could Reggie roll like medicine or investigation to see how long ago people were here and if people died here?
I don't think that'd be medicine, but
Investigation?
yeah.
Oh wow, crit.
Yeah, you can tell there's some, you get a good look at the vomit, which is mostly dried. It appears there's blood in it. You can definitely tell at least one person died, but it's been long enough that there was no one here recently. You also, I guess with that look, how thorough you're getting your hands all dirty if the vomit, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Slip and slides in it to see the texture. He doesn't. Well, it appears at least one person died, and from the look of things, I don't know, I'd say a couple of hours, maybe a day.
The plague.
Not the plague. Poisoning. Is there a door here?
There's
How can you be
just
certain?
another wall.
It's another wall.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you not see that far out? Or?
No. Was there a door in here?
There's like a little section that might be cut off against the wall.
Yeah, it's the same along. Okay, there
It
was
is.
a door there. Okay,
Maybe we should check that door in the other room.
maybe for some reason I'm just remembering now there was one. Let me head back.
They call me a barbarian.
Please, everywhere you go, you make a door.
I like doors.
Is this door locked to the touch?
This one had been locked, yes. You have many keys if you want to keep trying at it.
Yeah, he'll open them.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to make a door.
No, I'd rather leave where we went. As to where we were, somewhat a mystery.
Yeah, you're able to open the door after a third try, and it seems to be a barren room. There's some shelves and a desk and a curtain.
Curtain.
Looks like a small room.
Nagel, if you wouldn't mind opening that curtain, would you?
Opening the curtain.
Yes.
Takes his great sword and starts trying to part it with it.
Yeah, man.
Blows
You
up.
slash in the curtain. You give me an attack roll. Just real quick.
Please crit it.
He doesn't make attacks unless he goes into
Oh,
rage.
God.
Yeah, roll damage.
He attacked the curtain.
Oh yeah, this curtain has been rent asunder. There's no longer a curtain there. Just actually, there are now 4 curtains there. You sectioned it easily. And the room becomes visible.
I don't like touching stuff with sickness. Oh, look, another room.
Indeed. Well, they came from somewhere. Somewhere. I don't know where, though. Reggie will enter, and he'll investigate the room, looking for hidden passageways, because they came from somewhere, and he's not sure where they came from.
Yeah, give me another investigation.
Because she wasn't up top.
Is she coming from the outside?
10.
Yeah, you get a nice look at a room. You get the feel for it. Yeah, it's very cozy. There's some candles lit in the center. Some papers is about. And you quickly glance over papers. It just seems to be like a letter to a family member. It wasn't signed, but seems to be just to his sister, apparently. I don't know.
Well, she didn't come from here. There's just a table and a bookshelf.
Yeah, there's a bookshelf. You can browse through the books if you'd like with that investigation. It just seems to be standard affair.
Can Leo make an investigation?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Just trying to.
You get the same lay of the room as he did.
Are we looking for something?
Yes, looking for hidden passageways.
Well, it looks just like a room to me. Why are we wasting our time?
This looks like somebody painted a picture and put it on this wall. It looks like another room.
Very well.
Why do I gotta state the obvious?
She came from somewhere. I don't know where. He'll go back in here and he'll investigate to the north. They were running back and forth with pails, everything. Maybe Kothar behind there.
Yeah, everyone give me a perception real quick while you get in here.
Not sure.
Oh, let's see another room. There's something weird going on here.
Oh, Kothar.
Yeah, Nagel, you hear a door slam off in the distance.
Would that be north, south, east, or west?
It's to the north of you. It's very muffled. You also hear a bunch of footsteps. Reginald, you also hear the door, but not the footsteps.
Is that north this way?
Up north as in, like, yeah.
Oh, okay,
There.
through the wall.
Through here? Alright. There's someone in there.
Oh, no, up.
Upstairs, yeah.
Oh, upstairs?
Yeah.
Dan's a skilled fighter. He'll have to hold his own. For now, at least.
There's food on the table.
Are there signs of traffic? Like the traffic to be expected of recently? Like droplets of vomit, water, signs of like people moving in and out quickly.
Yeah, well, these chairs over here have been sort of pushed in as far as they can. It seems that people have been running back and forth, maybe, or they just didn't want to bump into it. Some of them are moved out of the way, so there's also. Yeah, it seems like people have been in and out. Yeah.
Richie checks this door. Is it open to the touch?
The door is open.
Oh, he enters, or he opens.
Yep.
This is the room where this one learned to heal. He'll just check in each of the rooms.
Each room, there's a painting on each room of a different aspect of. Oh, Kothar can tell you. Right, different people. They seem to be religious in nature, of course. And mats on the ground and incense candles on the signs on the walls.
Well, it's not in here. There's more to the property, though. While we can, we'll search the entire place. Outside.
I'm gonna check on Bannon.
I like that idea. Actually, this way first, Leo.
Oh.
Let's make sure Ban's not dead.
Yeah, okay.
I think we're getting a
Real
bit too
quick.
far ahead of ourselves.
I was just going with the.
Like, I'm thinking we'll start back at the door.
Maybe that might be a bit better.
Maybe. let's just jump to wherever we're supposed to go.
Surprise!
Right. Now, Reggie remembers there's just a bunch of sick people up there. And he remembers there wasn't that many people that are able to walk. So he's fairly confident that they can handle whatever's coming down.
Yep, so you guys are entering. As you get closer, you can hear maybe an argument going on. Definitely hear Bannon's gruff voice.
How many other people do I hear? It's hard to distinguish.
It seems to be like back and forth. There's definitely some women, some men, and you hear Bannon. And
Let me know when we can go.
you can enter that door now.
Yeah, Reggie will enter. Try not to kill anyone. For all we know, they're just unknowing, ignorant of what's going on. And he enters.
Oh god.
And gets thrown off the map.
Where'd you go?
A tentacle reaches forth from a window and pulls him free. You hear the breaking of bones as Reggie's back snaps in half.
That's how we were able to move so quickly. We just kept hitting the...
Oh, sweet buttery Jesus.
Yeah, so as you enter the scene, you see Bannon with his dagger. He's swinging it back and forth as the people attempt to... The man's like, no, you must let us get near them. And then Elise is trying to step in. They're all arguing. Bannon's going to be fending them off.
There is not a chance we are letting anybody near this lot. This temple is under investigation for quite a few heinous crimes.
Under investigation? What are you doing? We have so much on our plate. Oh, Marisha. Elise is chiming in now.
Don't
The man
worry, she
she's
still
dating.
draws breath. Tell me, Elise, you're her second of sorts. What do you know of the idol?
What are you talking about?
The idol in the room directly behind me.
I
The
don't
one
know.
that was discovered. That draws great resemblance to an idol used in sacrifice just beneath the inn that was under siege, where the denizens of this town have been disappearing to be eaten by monstrosities. What do you know of the idols?
I said I don't know what you're talking about. I just... Kothar. What?
Richie's gonna roll insight on that.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, it's par for the course.
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's talking about. You know what you're talking about.
More ignorant fools around here.
So yeah, she's calling out to Kothar. She sees him in the back of the crowd.
Bannon, I thought I told you to barricade yourself in that room down there.
We were going for like a minute, and they came charging down those stairs, and I don't have enough. Look, I say we end this, get this over with, and go on for a day.
We're not going to start slaughtering people willy-nilly.
We've already begun, and he points towards the two and the unconscious people and the dead guy.
Some of them still draw breath. So,
Are you trying to take
None of you
over? Is
have-
that what?
none of you have
we have
any
gold. We
idea.
can give you gold. Just leave us alone.
Speaking of gold, there's a great deal of wealth in that room as well. And to say none of you knew about that, I find that direly hard to believe.
I don't know what you want. I don't know why you're questioning us. Just, if there's gold there, you can have it. You can have all of it, okay? Just
What about the statue?
about the statue. I don't... You seem to get
You can see
frustrated.
it down the hall.
No, it's been crushed.
But you crushed the statue?
Isn't that where I had? Didn't that happen? I thought that was a thing.
I don't think so, no.
I
Did you? I don't recall that either.
no, I guess not.
If you want to make a roll for the pass,
If you,
I don't know if you
if
want
you
to
look
do that.
past my shoulder, you can clearly see it. What is it?
She sort of peeks around, and it's kind of hard to see from this distance. She says, I don't know. I've never seen that before.
Well,
None of
then
you
go
have been in
walk.
that- No, they're staying back here. I need you to hand over your keys.
You.
I know it's oddly specific, but it is for the investigation, I assure you. Something is going on here. Dozens of town folks have already been slain as a result of the goings-ons. And I want to prove your innocence. Please, hand over the keys.
You can have the keys. People are dying upstairs, and you're killing them. I see now. You're
He extends a hand. Does she throw them?
monsters. She throws them at you. She's very angry at you.
It's fine, he takes them. He goes over to the door.
And you make your way to the door. Bannon sort of presses up. He's like, menacingly. He seems to be antagonizing them.
And he finds the doorknob.
No, you find a bunch of splintered wood. Oh,
I know.
yeah. Yeah, sure.
He finds the doorknob, and he looks for which of Marisha's keys fit it. Then he compares it to the ones that What's-Her-Face just gave him.
Let's see. Let's recall back to how thoroughly this door was bashed in real quick. Didn't you crit it?
Oh, that's a long ways back. I mean,
Oh god.
From what I
don't
recall,
know.
you absolutely destroyed this thing.
No, I thought it was the other door that he destroyed.
No, this one was the one that you.
I thought it was this one.
how about we just compare the keys?
No, I think he didn't crit it. He rolled pretty high though. He rolled a 23, but it wasn't a crit.
Yeah, sure, okay.
He still
Through
smashed
the
it to
rubble.
bits.
You can definitely try all the keys.
Yeah. So first of all, do any Marishas fit it?
One second, let's do this. No, as you try the keys, none of them really seem to even get in the little hole. Seems to have been dented somewhat.
For the love of... Did you have to break the door so thoroughly?
Oh, you wanted it open.
He knows one way.
That is true.
You didn't have to stomp on the doorknob though.
Well, it's gotten away.
It would have gotten away.
Could have been anyone.
Damn.
Why don't you look at the keys? You have 2 sets, right?
Yes. There are many doors, and I assume they would have multiple keys. I know we're focusing on the keys a lot here, but do the 2 sets of keys I now have match up?
They're the ones you procured from Marisha's unconscious body.
Mm.
Seem to be much more numerous and distinct than the ones that you're currently holding from Elise.
Okay.
What about the second door?
Did we break that one, or was that already open? I assume we... Who am I kidding? Of course we broke it. Oh yeah, I guess I'll check that one too.
Was that one broken?
I think so. I don't think it was destroyed. I think it was just booted open.
Yeah, I think this
I know we
one's-
took an axe to this one.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. You try to keep this one's intact, right? Let's find out, really.
Oh god.
Yeah, this one's intact.
Something to go off of. Do they both fit, or are they matching pairs?
It takes you a nice couple of minutes. You still hear arguing back there. People seem to be discontent with the situation. Eventually, you're able to find one of Marisha's that unlocks the door. And you keep trying and you keep trying Elise's, and none of them seem to open it.
Well, she didn't have this one.
Ben's up in this guy's grill and sort of like shoving him into a wall now.
Bannon, please, just take Marisha back to the room. We'll hold them off for now.
He reached for my dagger. I don't trust him. I don't trust any of them.
Neither do I. But we'll be your wall for now. Once you're in that room, we'll go exploring the rest of the place.
Fine. He begins to drag her off by her leg. Her face is scraping against the ground.
God damn, dude. He really doesn't like her.
Nagel sees nothing wrong with that at all. He's not doing. Maybe you guys should focus on healing the sick and let us do what we need to do.
Healing the sick, you... I don't understand what you want from us. We offered you our gold. We given you our keys.
I want the demons that are here.
There are no demons. It's a holy land.
To be determined, he yells.
Are we,
Let us go!
This
are
is
we under
Marisha.
arrest? Yeah. Ben's been dragging her off.
I witnessed Marisha summoning demons to the temple. What say you to that?
I don't think it matters what I say. I don't think you're listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Are we being held captive? Are you gonna kill us? Is that what you're gonna do?
Our goal is anyone but to save lives.
By taking as many as we can in as quick a time span as possible.
That fails to be seen. All you've done is harm.
Nagel, Leo.
Best let us do what we need to do.
I don't even think there's anyone who can stand in your way now.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, you guys leave the scene.
Right. Last I was attacked by animals and clergymen. There's a place behind the church. Oh, look. I remember them.
A beast. Looks like a good boy.
A mutt, and he does as he's told.
You guys sneaking up on this, or just sort of walking out?
He's
Sneak up.
Nah. Nigel's not even sneaking. He's just got his sword out and just standing there. Not sure how sneaky you could be able to be anyways.
Sure.
Whenever she
Well,
actually
yeah.
notices us,
Yeah.
let me know.
She had been walking this way, and then eventually she hears footsteps. She turns around, the dog starts barking, and she sort of pulls it closer to her.
A good call.
Unless you want that dog to die, I suggest you hold on to it tightly.
Yes, stand aside. I'm not so forgiving as I was last time.
I'm sorry. Last time, I don't recall.
Of course not. You only stuck your dog on me, and then proceeded to attack me yourself. Stand aside, or be moved.
You know, I need you to roll for racism. This is a different human being.
second.
Make a perception check.
They all do look alike. Humans.
Oh, damn it, sorry.
It's been a while since I had to eat dog.
Jeez.
Not as good as alligator, though.
I figured because he's an elf, he should get advantage on this.
Yeah, elves are pretty racist.
I think he passes his racism check with a 13 plus whatever modifier you'd say.
Oh yeah, these all look the same to you. Is that the mayor?
She has the same voice.
I mean, if anybody was really gonna have an issue distinguishing you, it would definitely be Kothar.
Right? So, no, not you, the mutt. Anyway, stand aside.
Where are you? Should
What
I...
do you know about that building over here?
Up there, that's the kennel.
Where do you keep your demons?
She's starting to feel very nervous. She's being surrounded by 4 monstrosities. I mean,
Right. What do you know about the snake idol?
what are you...
Jesus.
You guys are pretty antagonistic.
We really are. What do you know about the snake idol?
Snake idol, I don't...
The one Marisha keeps.
The dog is barking a lot now. She seems to be huddling closer and closer to it. Trembling now, not knowing what to do.
Do you have keys to the kennels?
I'm just walking the dog.
Really? You don't have keys to the kennels?
No, we have a kennel master for that. He takes care of them.
This should be interesting.
I say we
Gentlemen,
let
please.
it go. I feel like she doesn't know anything.
Nobody here knows anything.
Exactly.
Scoffs. That could either be because they don't know anything, or... Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys leave her, she begins to run off with the dog.
Reggie checks the key with the floppy ears on it.
Yeah, there's... you try all the keys. Eventually, one of them from Marisha's set opens it.
Are you gonna?
She's never heard of the master key, I suppose. Pardon?
I said, are you gonna send Nagel in that door first too?
Please. Master Nagel, if you wouldn't mind. The door is unlocked, mind you.
I'll open it.
Sheathe your weapon.
Gods no, have it at the ready. Just don't knock it down.
I don't see nobody.
There's really nothing here. Like, nothing
Oh,
at all.
I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Oh, okay. It's like, this is really strange.
Whoa! There they are.
The hells?
Inside their cages, rusted and bolted. There's a little chair in the side, and there seems to be a beast in one of them. The others are empty and open.
Is that a lot of blood, or what is that, food?
It's blood. There's blood. There's blood stains dragging towards the door.
What in the hells? Are there bones about?
There's you look quick glance around the room. There appears to be some dog food just scattered around. It's in utter disarray.
Is this dog still alive?
At a closer inspection, as you come towards the cage, it does not appear to be breathing. No.
Is the blood from a wound, or is it like vomit blood or something?
It looks like it came from the beast.
Hmm. Is there
There's fur matted everywhere.
is a wolf or a mutt similar to the ones outside?
Yeah, it's hard to distinguish with all the gore in the scene, but it doesn't appear to be of the same make, same breed. It's got darker looking fur. Maybe it's the blood coated into it. It's definitely a lot larger.
Reggie looks at the cage. Is there actually a lock on it, or is it one of those locks that are built into a kennel?
They have like little latches.
Yeah. Nagel, would you mind lifting the latch and opening the cage?
No, I can lift it. You want me to and come over and pull it open?
I just wish to inspect the beast.
Do you want the beast out of the cage?
Oh no, don't need to move it. So I assume the cage is open then?
Yeah, you open the cage and the beast is now readily accessible.
There's a shitload of blood on it, I gotta say. Does it look like it was disemboweled?
It seems to have.
Or
Give me a
like
quick.
it got into a fight?
No, give me a. I guess that'd be investigate. No, yeah. Trying to determine the cause of death, right? Or medicine. That sounds right.
Could I have a Kothar, a trained hunter and predator, help me out? Maybe this was natural cause, like a
Kothar,
natural
I feel like
creature.
doing it. You are Kothar right now.
I am Kothar. Kothar feels like doing it. 20.
Look there. This one had bite marks. It did not win a fight to the death. It was weak. He's pointing at a wound.
I didn't know churches held dog fights. These are canine marks, right?
He takes a lick. Yes, the four-legged ones with the fur.
Huh. One of similar size or one of significantly larger?
Yeah, you can tell. There's a bunch of bites. It's like torn and shredded, right?
Oh, okay, I see now. Like, is he getting like the two-headed dog sort of feel, like from the barrack?
It's hard to tell, really. I mean, there's just so much blood in every, you know?
Okay.
Not like you got a good comparison shot.
Right. And all the cages are empty. Just
The other
coated with
cages
blood.
would be empty. Some of them have blood. There's blood marks, skid marks on the ground, you know?
My God, this place is a hellhole, really.
What about the other buildings?
Yes, we should definitely check those out. The drag marks, I assume they go from the kennel to the door.
They go to the door back here and they lead out.
Okay.
Oh, the second
Let's head
door.
out this one, gentlemen.
It's too late.
That's fine. He'll open this one. Same key.
It's not locked from this end.
Okay.
Yeah. It wouldn't require a key.
Come, Kothar.
He's leaving these doors unlocked, by the way.
Yep.
And he tries the locks for these.
Yeah, this one is actually open.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have a token, but here there appears to be this like stockpiling of food. It's like bags and barrels and whatnot.
Okay. It's just an empty room. Like for
Yeah, one minute. I didn't have.
Okay.
Like stacked upon the wall are like barrels.
That's fine. And the well is encaged.
The well? You walk over to the well, and the well's. The rope seems to have been broken. The bucket is at the bottom of the well, but otherwise it's intact.
Alrighty. Well, aside from an idol being assaulted and apparently hosting a dogfighting arena, this place seems absolutely filthy.
Is this where they got the buckets from?
Maybe?
It's a well. I don't think anywhere else they'd be bringing buckets from anywhere else, right?
Then yes. I'm at a loss, gentlemen.
Is the well have water in it, or is it dry?
It has water in it. You take a look down, you can see further.
I wouldn't drink from that if I were you.
Yeah. Is that where Kothar bathed then with water?
Indeed. I forgot to roll for investigation in this room for secret doors or something like that. Seems legit.
Yeah, man, this is a room where dogs are kept, probably.
So these drag marks, like, lead out the back door.
They
Where
start
from there?
dragging towards this way, and then eventually they start becoming less and less. Yeah, it fades out the further you get out.
Okay. Could Kothar roll a perception tracking check or something like that? Or if that's, I don't know what stat that would be.
I think you use survival for tracking.
Okay.
Or nature, one or the other.
Can't have an advantage because Reggie's helping him.
You guys are examining his blood trail, right? Yeah, sure.
13.
Kothar starts following his nose. And it leads further out. But 13? In the open air, eventually it gets lost, but you know they're heading in this general direction, yeah?
Yeah.
The only thing here is the well.
Indeed. This area here, this is just the end of the map?
Yeah.
Okay. Very well. Guess we'll have a better look at the well.
Is there anything down there, Kothar?
Yes, there is much water for bathing, for drinking, yes. There are some pointy rocks that I can climb out of. That is all.
Well, I guess Reggie opens the door, has a look. Is it just the room just large enough for the well, or is there space behind it or around it?
It's the entirety was to keep the well sheltered from. It's sort of like one of those hut-looking things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lean-to
Yeah.
thing.
The contraption used to raise and lower the bucket has been shattered, and the bucket lays in the water down below, right?
Huh.
Leo will reach over then, and is the rope still attached to the bucket?
So, yeah, you can look down, you can see the rope. But
So no, like there's nothing above the well anymore. It's all in the well.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, like the pieces that you would use to get it up and whatnot. It's all fucked.
Okay. Well, I have some rope. Anybody care to take a dip? Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing for myself what's down there. Nagel, Leo, would you mind holding this?
I can.
Pardon?
I can be the anchor.
Excellent. So Reggie ties it around his waist. It's a 50-foot rope, and Yes, lower me down if you will. Then he'll start descending.
Yeah, you don't need a check for this. Actually, sure, why not? With advantage, I guess.
Yep, could always roll low.
Yeah, as long as you don't
Athletics.
fail, it seems simple enough. It's a simple challenge, yeah.
So you want me to do strength?
Athletics, hopefully.
Yeah, both of
Athletics?
you, athletics with advantage. Yeah,
Thank God
14
for advantage.
You're able to handle this. Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Alright. On the way down, Richie's got infravision. He's looking for like mats of fur, blood, stuff like that.
You see some loose scales floating in the water, some splinters of wood, some rope, damp and wet, and bucket.
What the heck? He reaches for the bucket.
Yeah, the bucket hasn't been shattered, but
He checks the quality of the water. Like, is it, does it look like normal water?
yeah, it looks like gray water right now. If you're dim light vision, right?
Bring me up now. Please, of course.
Do you want me to make another check to bring him back up, or?
No, we'll use the same roll.
Okay. So Leo starts reeling him in.
Yeah, he grab some water, grab some scales, bring it up. And he has a look at the water. Is it just regular water? Is it
Yeah,
red?
the water looks rather. You wouldn't drink from it, but it seems to be normal water.
And the scales, do they match Kothar?
Ah, yes. I seem to have lost this piece, and he takes it from you. He tries looking for where it dropped off of him.
Did you happen to break the entire well on the way down? What the hell is going on in this place? I have no idea.
Did you happen to go into the water?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
This one did when he went to bathe.
And in the water?
Yes, that is how you bathe, is it not?
I'm only curious if you found anything at the bottom of the well.
Of course, that is where I found the water.
Right, underneath the water. Leo's beginning to lose his patience with the Sothar's.
Under the water was dirt. It felt soft to my touch. I do not see what we are doing here. Oh, this one, sorry. I do not say I.
Well, any of you have another idea?
It all looks fine to me. Maybe if we burn it down, a hole will present itself.
We're not going to burn it down.
Can we revisit the blood trail?
Sure. There's only one place it could go. And it's not there. Wait, I didn't actually investigate it, did I? I just went down, grabbed some water, right?
Yeah. Why? You
I don't
go
know.
back down there?
Kind of, just to see what else is down there. Leo, find anything?
I was gonna say, gonna go to the end of the drag lines and see if he can pick up. It may go. I would assume, being a line, he may be able to use some, maybe his sense of smell to try and pick up.
I mean, it wouldn't give you advantage on that. That's not one of your racials, right?
You don't want to be a racist. That's cool.
No, some races have things like they have advantage on perception checks or stuff like that involve scent.
Right. I don't. Look into his stuff. I don't think that. I mean, he had anything special, particularly special.
Is this a custom class or something?
No, he's just a soldier. I just was trying to. Pick up a track.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, from earlier. First off, it's getting later now, right? You guys have been at this for a while, investigating the combat, so it's getting harder to get a good feel for things out here, unless you have nice little dark vision like Reggie. Like you follow the blood, and like I said earlier, even with this new investigation roll, it leads in this general area, and then it just sort of fades. Doesn't seem to extend any further at a glance or with your search.
It stays in a line.
Sorry?
It stays in a drag line.
The drag line sort of peters out towards this general area, right? So it was brought here. That's as far as you can get it.
Reggie checks the surrounding area, like the wall, see if there's any hidden compartments, just something to go off of, because he's running out of ideas.
Yeah, you look at the wall. The building's quite large. It sort of slopes a bit, right? And towards up there's like a window, a nice little window. You can get a look maybe from the second floor. The ceilings all made of stone.
Yeah.
Large window, I guess, right? It's a nice view.
Yeah, totally.
This is futile.
It really is. Leo, grab onto the rope. I'm going down once more. And he doesn't care if he gets his robes wet. He's like looking for debris from the well. Looking for bodies in there.
Yeah. I mean, even with your you once again venture down towards the well. No need to roll here. You get nice and comfortable with the wetness. It feels nice against your skin. Start feeling around. There don't appear to be any bodies. It's not very large, you know.
And there's no winches or anything that'd be used?
No.
Alright, wait a second. He's looking at the... I don't know, I feel like I'm just repeating myself every time I say this. He'd like to look for a secret passageway down here. Like if something's halfway up the well or something.
Yeah, go for it.
21.
Reginald, this is a beautiful well. Honestly, you believe with this investigation roll that with little love, tender touch, and care, this could be possibly the greatest crafted well that there ever was. Get a nice feel for the dimensions. The rocks are mighty fine. Honestly, you think you might want to own this well one day. Maybe that's why you're getting a good look at it.
Yes, I can see it now. The Church of Rawl. Please take me back up, Leo.
And once again, Leo will reel him back up.
Thank you, Leo.
Well, what do you think?
Something bad is going on here. I just don't know where it's happening.
Maybe we should question the two prisoners.
They won't be awake for another several hours.
Maybe that's
unless we've been exploring. Unless we've been exploring for a couple hours.
You guys have been. Everywhere you go, you make investigation rolls. It usually takes a little while, you know.
Okay, I didn't realize that much time had passed.
Yeah,
like,
it's
even
getting
if
late.
an hour had gone by, I'd have checked on Bannon.
It's getting dark in here. What's up? You said every hour you check on Bannon?
Yeah, like, if an hour had gone by, he'd have gone back to check on Bannon, because I didn't realize how much time was passing.
Oh, alright.
Too late for
it's
that.
Fine. Yeah, too late. It's fine. Let's head back in and find someone who knows where the damned basement is, because someone here had mentioned a basement. Where's the doctor at? Reggie's just pissed. He's just walking back to the church, the entrance.
Yeah, you stomp your way in the night. It just feels more like a ghost town now. You don't hear the town. You don't hear much of anything.
It's probably that damned elven wizard. Now that Reggie's, is walking about, he has a look at the amulet that he got from Marisha. It's just a standard holy symbol to America.
Oh yeah, I just got it all crafted in there, nice and fine and dandy. Probably sold for a nice little penny.
We're going to have to leave this town, never return, I get the feeling.
I have a feeling I'm becoming very irritated.
Likewise.
I get a feeling Nagel here needs a drink. Strong one.
Maybe these statues know something.
Anybody here?
You can see Bannon. He's sitting down. He's munching on something, leaning against the wall. In the room where you had left him.
Yeah. I'm going to go upstairs and start questioning the parish again.
I doubt there's beer up there.
I doubt so too, but I'm going nonetheless.
Yeah, so you guys make yourselves, make your way upstairs and whatnot.
Alrighty. I don't have Kothar's token on this page, just a heads up. I don't think I'll need it, but... Alrighty. That's good.
Yep, you return and it's very quiet. People are still tending to the ill. As you open the door and turn around, they look at you. A lot of them look scared at the menaces who have just entered.
We're Dennis the Menace gone wild. Reggie fiddles with keys trying to open this one.
Yeah, okay. Once again, you have like the master keys practically. Marisha's keys are able to open it.
Yeah. Alright.
1 second, I gotta reveal. People look on at you. Some
Have any of you lot been in here before?
Who are you asking? They just said
Just general.
One dude's about to say something, but then he vomits.
You two who aren't vomiting. Have either of you been in here?
No, I can't say that I have.
Really? This is your church.
Yes?
Why else have you not been in?
I have my duties at Marisha, the priestess, who I'm sure you're familiar with, assigns me. I tend to those. I don't wander about destroying things.
Speaking of destroying things, have you seen the state of the kennels? My word, I did not know churches held dogfighting rings.
We do no such thing. You shall
Are you
hold
certain?
your tongue. I am certain. You do nothing but destroy and slander. I still don't understand what you want.
The poor pup in there was absolutely torn to shreds by another dog, several dogs. Are you sure you don't hold... Whatever, you don't know. Nobody here knows anything. He just opens the door and walks in.
Yeah, you open the door. This seems to be a bedroom of some sort. There are notes scattered around. There's a chest. Nice.
On these notes, do I notice a familiar handwriting?
Oh yeah, this appears to be the same handwriting scrawls as your big old boy, your elf boy, monster.
Is this equally as unkempt?
It's a bit tidier. You know,
Okay.
it seems to have not been resided in for as long.
And there's a door over here.
Yes, there is.
Alright, he crawls under the rug apparently and tries the keys.
Actually, yeah.
Oop, the
As
rug
you
gets him.
step over a rug, God, it's kind of late, huh? God damn it.
Won't leave
This
us
isn't
a
even a good
cliffhanger?
stopping point. Yeah.
Okay.
As you enter the room, you get a look. This is Moss. Yeah, let's just call it.
When
Leo's
this
got
Reggie crawls to the rug, something happens.
Yeah, something happens. You realize this rug feels very nice.
Ooh. Next time.